Hello, hello, and welcome back for another round of searching, sorrow, and slaughter as we once again prepare to traipse the haunted halls of Perfidious Manor in Darkest Dungeon. But, well, before we start sending our adventures off to be devoured by an elder abomination from beyond the pale, we do have a few housekeeping items that I'd like to go ahead and take care of, specifically some weapon, armor, and skill upgrades for our crew. Of course, you know, if the previous owner had, well, been a little better about his own housekeeping, then none of this shit we're doing here would be necessary. We could just send in a nice, stereotypical hot chick in a French maid's outfit and have her take care of everything. But oh no, Johnny Lazybones had to let the dusting slide until the place was foul enough to make Nub Shoggoth feel right at home, and now we have to do our cleaning with a broadsword and a bucket. Thanks a lot, Johnny Lazybones. And besides, I can't even remember the last time we talked anyone into trying on the French maid outfit. But, well, my continual failure to fulfill my broadsword-wielding French maid fantasy is really probably more of a personal issue, so let's just table that for now and get down to brass tacks, shall we? Gonna take a alternate team here into the dungeon, and seems like we should probably make sure they have all the appropriate skills at the appropriate levels. We did pick up a little bit of cash, so I don't want to go too insane with the expenditures here before we do get down to those brass tacks I just mentioned. Speaking of which, why are they always brass tacks anyway? Couldn't you have, like, just fucking steel tacks or aluminum tacks or, you know, why they gotta be brass, man? What's up with that? Why it always gotta be brass? Hating on all the other metals? Don't see color, man. No, you can't do that. It's not cool, though. Alright, so we're gonna upgrade If It Bleeds and, I think, Bleed Out. Two of our premier... You know what? We're just gonna upgrade Karen Murphy across the board. The Murph has been a massive slaughter machine, and really Murphy the only person we're sort of interested in upgrading currently, given our somewhat limited cash pool. So that's got the Murph sorted. She's going to be ready, and we should have plenty of support to get Murphy through our next dungeon. Lucy Pevensey has been upgraded and is ready, as has Candy Jade, so we're sitting pretty. Wouldn't mind getting Jubal early, or maybe old Deckard pumped up just a little bit, but looks like we're going to have to make do without him. So let's go see what missions are available. We do finally have a mission in the Warrens, but it's a veteran mission, which I can't really afford to do. We've already killed... Well, we could try for the Weisentag. I really want portraits, though. Do we have a mission that's offering portraits? Oh, this has got... What is this? A dodgy sheath. Plus 15 dodge, plus 3 speed, minus 12 max. That's actually really good. You know what? I think even though it doesn't necessarily have the most fantastic of quest rewards, I really feel we've got to do this map at the estate. It's really fantastic. Also, I don't really think I'm ready for the Weisentag just yet, so let's put down a crew here and see if we can maybe grab ourselves a fantastic item. So Murph's going to be leading the charge then. And in addition to the Murphster, who should we have run in second place? You know, I think probably... Deckard, what abilities do you have? You still don't have Marked for Death, Deckard. Yeah, you know, I don't really think we can afford to spare Deckard, so let's take Quasimodo as our number 2 man. And in our third slot, of course, Lucy Pevensey is going to be bringing up the 4 slot. And in our third slot, we're looking at either Hannibal Lecter or Dr. Moreau. You know, I think we're going to bring Hannibal, finally. We're going to take off the chains, the bit, the brank, and let the Hannibal run loose. That's right, Clarice. You can hear the screaming of the lambs. Ah. I would prefer to not hear lambs screaming, but perhaps enemies screaming. That's what I'd like to hear, Dr. Lecter. And, you know, I think we'll take 1 key. So I got 2 shovels, 10 food, 8 torches, 1 key. That should be good. 2,300 gold, so we are getting a little bit low in the gold department. We only getting 3,000 for this mission, so we're going to need to make at least 2,500 in additional loot to sort of break even. This has been your Financial Times report for this episode of Perfidious P Plays Darkest Dungeon. Of course, always consult your own financial advisor before making any investment decisions.
Place to begin than the seat of our noble line.
Well, we have to do 100% of room battles, and actually this layout is pretty good for that particular task. I think we can probably just ignore that room safely. So we're just going to go in a nice little L-shaped pattern here, like the world's most pointy Tetris block, but let's get to work here. Sliding down, we have a confessional. Who's feeling particularly sinful? Hannibal? I really feel that possibly you could benefit from unburdening your soul, sir. 1,000 gold. Fantastic start. Mental note, Hannibal Lecter must visit every confessional in the history of the world. So we do have a room battle here. We've got a Brigand Bloodletter. We did manage to pull the surprise. That's excellent. This Fusilier really is probably going to be our chief concern. We want to get that guy dead as quick as we can. Unfortunately, old Murph does not have a way to hit him, so we're just going to have her bleed out on the big guy. Get the bleed started. Let's go with a little bit of blinding gas then on our back too, see if we can get a cheap stun. We can. Fantastic. Alright then. So I think we're going to increase Quasimodo's accuracy just to make sure he's hitting as much as possible. Why did he get a debuff? His accuracy is down by 10 from what? Okay, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I guess. So then let's Judgment the Fusilier, since it's one of our few attacks that can hit the back row. Excellent damage from little Lucy Pevensey. Little Lucy's finally growing up.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Yeah, I pin my hopes on entirely my hopes rely on Aslan. I know Lucy's do as well. So he is not bleeding. We actually may be able to get the kill here with the Plague Grenade. What do you say, Dr. Lecter? No? He is blighted, though, so he should die on his next turn. Yeah, that guy does not get to go again. So now we just gotta chop up the fat guy. Chopping up the fat guy. That is unfortunate. Yeah, that's a ton of stress, actually. A ton.
Quickly the tide turns.
Yeah, you're right, Mr. Narrator. That actually did turn around pretty goddamn quick. Alright, so that guy's just gonna drop dead.
Size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Well, that's adroit commentary, Mr. Narrator, when we're fighting a big giant fat guy. You know, the fat jokes really kind of get old pretty quick, Mr. Narrator. Just because that guy's, you know, he's sensitive about his weight. It's not polite to make fun. Why? Oh, I was going to say, why did I buy holy water? But I didn't. I found that. You know what? That actually may work on this suit of armor. Let's try it. Or it does nothing. Lucy, why don't you open it? You have the least stress. And we got a buff. Plus 10 dodge, plus 10 protection. You know, considering that's on our healer, I'm actually not completely upset by that. That's actually a good benefit for Lucy. That'll help keep her alive to make sure everyone else stays alive. Bone Courtier's going to Tempting Goblet, because Tempting Goblet is what Bone Courtiers do. They just throw stress at you in a cup. Hey, boy, would you like to see a cup of stress? Oh, and then they just fling it right in your face. Don't ever try and borrow sugar from a Bone Courtier, because they're just going to fling a cup of blood in your face, and it's going to freak you right the shit out. Rent for the old gods, Karen Murphy. That was a pretty savage beating little Murph took there. Can we get a kill here? Possibly. Let's gamble. Just enough for Dr. Lecter. Of course, you know, we really probably ought to have more faith in Dr. Lecter's knife skills. He's wielded a blade or two in his day. Seems, probably shouldn't have doubted him. Murphy doing her patented one-shot kill for Johnny Bone Courtier there, who's not going to be flinging a cup of blood in anybody's face. Johnny's going to have to head next door and borrow another cup of blood if he hopes to reload. Holy crap, Murph! So a little bit of stress relief there as Murphy just brings the pain. What's our torch level at? 70? Let's go ahead and pop one up here. Just going to top up, trying to keep our light as high as possible. Want to try and keep our stress as low as possible. Oh, we got a perk. Fantastic. Karen Murphy is irrepressible, and you know what I have to say? Seems completely in character for the Murph. She is pretty irrepressible. Another stack of books. Are we going to get lucky twice? Yeah, I didn't think that we would. But just a little stress, and we picked the right character for that. Lucy, the widest variety of sort of available stress there. She's got the most leeway, so we made out lucky there. Alright then, so no surprise, but just a bunch of spiders. I really feel that we could probably... You can maybe get a kill with this, right? Potentially we could get a kill. 4 to 8. Could have to be on the high side. I think we should go for it, though. Didn't quite get us there. That's alright, Lucy. Can't win them all. Not everybody gets to be Susan. Some people are stuck being you. Alright, so Hannibal Lecter actually could get us a kill. That guy only has 1 health, so we could go for the double stun on the back row, and Hannibal could potentially take out one of the enemies. Karen Murphy gonna hack that spider into haggis before he even gets a chance to go. We're just going to straight up go for the Hue. Another kill there for our lucky little leper. And, you know, I think let's just go for the Incision. Dr. Lecker, once again, knife skills. They are unparalleled. Dr. Lecter, handy with the scalpel. So an easy victory there. Picked up a bandage. And the deeds are nice, actually. We have strong uses for those. And an heirloom chest. I'm going to go ahead and use the key. Hidden compartment. Oh, brilliant. Okay, that's actually awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to take off this Blight Charm, because we don't really care about the bleed resist, and we're going to give more bonus bleed and bonus damage to Murph. So Murphy, pretty much an absolute slaughtering machine at the moment. She's going to be whipping ass left and right. Blight Charm, -4 dodge. That's not so good. Quasimodo's dodge is already in the toilet, right? Yeah, let's just give that to him and give him bonus Blight resist then. So that problem solved. And we did get scouting as well. Excellent. We're going to know whether or not... So delightful. We have to go to this room and fight 2 battles on the way there. That's lovely. Fantastic. Yeah, brilliant. Dr. Lecter, why don't you take care of the trap? Well, that's one way to do it.
Mechanical hazards possessed by evil intent.
You know, a mechanical hazard doesn't really seem like it could be blessed by evil intent. I'm just spitballing there, Mr. Narrator, but I think you may be anthropomorphizing a little too strongly, sir. Let's go ahead and eat some of this food. Dr. Lecter... Little nippy, looking for some fava beans and Chianti. We have had terrible luck with Iron Maidens. I think every time we have opened one of these, someone has gotten rabies. Is that Karen Murphy? No, Karen is now claustrophobic. That's a drawback. What does claustrophobic do specifically? A severe fear of enclosed spaces. Okay, well, that's very non-specific. Picked up a portrait. Excellent. Need some more of those to upgrade our stagecoach, I believe. Let's crack a torch here before we open up this room. Just to... What are you, Trinket? Warrior's Cap. +3 accuracy, -1 speed. Not so interested in that right now. Should be no fight here. Nope, got away clear, but we are going to have to go to this room and fight 2 battles on the way. Quasimodo, why don't you become rabid? Something positive? Oh, no. Okay. So apparently the best thing that can happen when opening an Iron Maiden is that nothing happens. That's literally the best outcome. We should just stop opening those. Murph went for the old gods on a critical, and stress is becoming a problem for some of our individuals here. Lucy pulled forward. That's real bad. Dr. Lecter. Why don't you throw a little blinding gas at that acolyte if you could. And he resisted the stun, so all we got of that was 1 damage. Brilliant. Lucy takes a critical. That's going to pile more stress onto everyone. Quasimodo can do nothing from 3rd position, so he's going to be definitively a strong contributor here. We're going to patch up Murphy. She's going to be, I think, maybe the only one who's going to do much of anything in this fight. So if it bleeds, Murph going to get a kill on the acolyte. That's fine. A little bit of stress relief for Murphy. Dodging this rend from the old gods, Murphy has learned her lesson last time. Fool her once, shame on you. Fool her twice, shame on Murph. Let's go for the Hue. 16 damage, that's solid output from old Quasimodo there. He's getting the job done for us. I think we'll just go for the Wicked Hack and kill the Brawler. And that just leaves us with this Bone Soldier with a meager 2 health that Dr. Lecter is going to take care of with one of his tricksy traps.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious
Just want to keep our torch level as high as possible since we're going to have to fight 3 fights right in a row. Oh, this is awful. Blanket fire. Everyone duck. Hit the deck, boys. You got to get down under cover. This is not good. 10 damage on a Hue from the Cutthroats. That's solid output. We're going to have to be party healing here because we're going to be taking a lot of aggregate damage from these Fusiliers. They're going to be blanket firing all over the place. Slice and dice. That's a ton of stress right there. Yeah, it's not good. So if you could blinding gas those Fusiliers, that'd help us out a lot there, Dr. Lecter. Nicely done. Little uppercut slice for Luce. You know what? Thank you. Actually, you put Lucy back where I wanted her in the correct position. So I appreciate that because I forgot to do it between fights because I'm dumb. Thankfully, the AI showing a little mercy there. And that guy should die before he gets... Yeah, he should be dead before he gets to go again. Perhaps not. But even though this guy has stress resist, I really feel that the blinding gas is the way to go. Yeah, it didn't pan out for us. Let's go for the Divine Comfort. Gonna need to keep our HP as high as we can on everyone with double barrel Fusiliers gunning us down here. Quasimodo is a little more injured than I would like. That certainly did not help any there, Quasi, buddy. Not at all. Ouch. Quasimodo really taking a licking here.
Set the stage for heroism.
Alright, we need to get a kill with someone. Somebody needs to die. Murphy, please. Thank you. I'm glad we brought you, Murph. You're maybe our only competent unit. Quasimodo definitively not pulling his weight here. That guy's going to die on his next turn. We could theoretically get it. Now we can't actually even do enough damage. So, you know what? Let's go for the Blinding Gas. Dr. Lecter, son, you are a bitter, bitter disappointment. I expected more from someone so august a personage. You have a doctorate, man. Oh, that's going to be all the stress in the universe. Dr. Lecter, still in very bad shape. And Quasimodo is going to be on death's door from a bleed, although we did actually manage to kill one of the enemy units with a bleed as well. Please kill that guy. Thank you, Murphy. It would not have been out of the question that that single unit could have killed basically our entire party. Uppercut slice. We can take it. We can take it. Hold on, guys. Come on. Grasp that brass ring. Just actually, really, what I'd prefer you to do is just not die. Could you just don't die? Don't go and don't go quietly into the good night. Rage, rage, rage against the dying of the light. Bleed out. Well, the one bright spot in an otherwise cavalcade and comedy of errors here is that Murphy is consistently handing out significant beatings. So Quasi's going to eat some food. Dr. Lecter here. We're going to save 4 in case we actually have to eat as part of the mission. We do not want to starve. So we'll get everybody back in order. Quasimodo is still bleeding. That's that could be a problem. How much is he bleeding? Not too much, actually. Just 1 point.
Even the cold stone seems bent on.
So we're really going to have to kind of hope that this room battle is, in fact, our last battle. Otherwise, we may have to bail out of the mission. I got to say, I'm not really sanguine about our chances. If this isn't the end of mission, we could be in trouble. Fortunately, we did get to surprise the enemy. That's going to work out in our favor. Let's double blight here with the Plague Grenade. Gonna have Quasimodo go for the Hue and whiff. Nicely done. Murphy continues to deliver solid performances. We do love you, Karen Murphy. We do. So much. Desperately love you. And so Murphy's going to get another chance for a kill here. And really, I think going for bleed out on the Arbalester is probably our right move. Resisted the bleed, of course, because he's undead. He can't bleed. And he's going to shoot Dr. Lecter in the fucking heart.
Brink, facing the abyss.
Yeah, of course he's on the brink facing the abyss. He just got shot in the heart. And it's not a Bon Jovi thing, because, you know, shot through the heart. We can't definitively blame that guy. I mean, he is clearly to blame about that shot through the heart. I was actually hoping just to stun him there, but no such luck. Should we go for the big heal? Actually, I think in this situation, we're better off just taking Dr. Lecter off death's door and sort of relying on his own intestinal fortitude to keep him up and fighting. A little bit of a graveyard slash. Which did go well. Actually, Dr. Lecter is in full-on stress mode. We've been criticaled a very significant number of times during this mission, I have to say. We got 4 stress relief from that, and he just keeled over dead.
A trifling victory.
Oh, thank Christ. Alright, so that's end of mission. We're going to eat this food. And no doubt we are not going to trifle about here. Everyone is stressed to the utmost limit. Dr. Lecter not really enjoying his first trip into the dungeon at all. We're going to go ahead and bail. On the plus side, we did get the dodgy sheath for our highwayman. And I know Half-Cock Jack is going to appreciate that. Quite a good item, actually. More dodge, more speed, less hit points. But I really feel that the 15 dodge is more than compensate for the slight penalty to the HP stat. Let's see what attributes everybody got. Murphy is a known cheat now, so she can't gamble. And she's a stress faster, so she won't eat if her stress is above 50. That's bad. Or actually, rather, she eats less, I guess. So I guess that's a good thing. Steady. Quasimodo. Extra stress resistance. Not particularly useful. Lucy, unerring. 10% extra range damage. That's actually a very good upgrade for little Lucy Pevensey. Lucy also making it to level 2. So apart from being hard on the nerves, Dr. Lecter's adventure into the dungeon, pretty successful, I suppose. Of course, it's not surprising that Dr. Lecter would be hard on the nerves. Just ask old Clarice Starling about that. She'll give you the lowdown. Working with Dr. Lecter, it's going to make you a little bit freaked out. Especially, you know, when he talks multiple MIGs into killing himself. Although, in Lecter's defense, MIGs kind of did fucking deserve it. Throwing jizz in a chick's face is kind of a dick move, so... Anyway, Simkin had a little bit of stress recovery. Roderick Usher, we strapped him down to a bed somewhere. He got rid of the soft. Lucy made it to level 2. Dr. Lecter made it to level 1. Alright, so we got some stress relief that sort of needs to happen. Really need to get Murphy. So it looks like Candy Jade's going to be leading our next mission. Murphy, stress level a little higher than I would like. So Murphy just can't gamble. She can do anything but gamble. So let's get Murphy some quality stress relief. I think we're going to send the Murfster to the brothel. A little bit of roll in the hay for Murphy. Get her all patched up. Get to her stress levels low. Dr. Lecter, you know, I really feel that probably a little flagellation would be... Yeah, this is getting kind of expensive. You know what? Dr. Lecter's seen the inside of a cellar, too. He knows what it's like to be alone. We're going to put Dr. Lecter in the cloister and just let him... to behave himself. Roderick Usher will only pray, right? Yeah, he will only pray, and I'm pretty sure the caretaker is in transept. You are a douchebag, caretaker. So we're definitively not going to be able to take Roderick Usher then on our next mission, because his stress is simply too high. Dr. Moreau probably in a position where he could nut it out if he has to, and I think we'll just send Lucy to the bar and get her hammered. Of course, Aslan not going to be a fan of that move in the slightest. He's going to be a little upset with Lucy. Probably will ban her from Narnia forever because of her drinking vices. But, well, that's the way the judgmental god lion works, I guess. All the stress relief taken care of. We can't really afford any additional upgrades. We could possibly upgrade our stagecoach, though. Yes, we did, in fact, get enough. You know, I think we will upgrade our hero barracks size.
More arrive.
So we've got 2 potential slots here, but I don't really see anyone. I wouldn't mind having a second occultist, actually. What are his abilities like? Facial stabbing, always good. He's nervous and... oh, no. That guy is bad, actually. So I think we'll hold off. We have 2 bounty hunters already. Derville, what do you got? Nothing I'm enthused about. At least not enough to actually recruit you, so we won't have to worry about that. We can skip the stage on our next mission, then haven't already taken a look at that. But we did get at least an upgrade out of it, so I feel we're making some positive traction. Increasing our hero size, we can get a few more desirables in the barn. But with that taken care of, I think we'll go ahead and wrap things up. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support really does mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more Darkest Dungeon 3 times a week, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, feel free to subscribe as well. We'll see you again soon.